Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
Welcoming you to 6 in the City. Talk about a jam-packed show. We have a jam-packed show.
We do have a jam-packed show.
Going on.
So let's get to the rundown.
All
We're
right.
going to be talking to Melinda Reed first. She's with Lifeline Blood Services. They've got some blood drives coming up and some
She's
special
kind of like
events.
Dracula. Every time I see her, she's looking for blood. You know?
She's wanting your blood. It doesn't matter what kind.
Doesn't matter who you are either. I mean,
Exactly.
just stand still for a minute.
That's right. Then we're going to talk with Joseph Ross. He is with Leadership Jackson. He's going to tell us a little bit about Leadership Jackson and then Leadership University. And also, they've got a scholarship for Leadership Jackson Alumni Association.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to find out about it. Steve Raper is here. He is actually JEA's Senior Vice President of Water and Wastewater Division. And Jackson Energy Authority has been has received a high award. So we're going to be talking about that.
Find out about that, yeah.
Very important award. So David Bryant and Destiny Shaw are with us with the Positive Living Group. They've got an event coming up.
They got a gala coming up.
That's right. And it's their 3rd annual gala, so we're going to find out about that. Beth Ann Simpson is here. She's the Director of Jackson Downtown Development. A lot of things going on this month with Black History Month, lots of stuff downtown, so she's going to go through the rundown and let you know what's going on.
Right.
And then LaShar Reed is here. There's an event that's coming up called the Blue Gala, and it is to benefit the Center at Humboldt Hospital. It is an interesting organization that's getting together. It hasn't opened yet. It is in the process. This gala is to raise funds for it, so we're going to find out about that.
And then Andy Avery is with us. It's been a few years since we have seen him.
That's right.
He's been a guest of ours before and got a very interesting background in music, and so live and direct from the studio.
He's been on the cruise ships, and now he's on stable ground.
He said, I got to get off these cruise ships and get back to 6 in the City.
He still wobbles a little, though.
That's all coming up as we continue 6 in the City.
Hi, I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4 Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after a sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
We discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things,
But they're all pure love.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Melinda Reed is with us. She's with Lifeline Blood Services, and she is passionate about taking your blood.
That's right.
Right? I mean, or getting you to share.
Well, she doesn't take it.
Well, she doesn't take it, but she
No.
promotes it.
Right.
Right.
She wants you to give blood.
Like I said, she is our Count Dracula everywhere she goes. You know what she's
Hey, you've got to be known for something, right?
Yeah.
Got to be known for something.
Exactly.
Well, you were talking, we've got a couple of blood types. Well, we've got 3, but 2 particularly that are critically important.
Critical need.
So let's talk about that a little
Yes,
bit.
yes, we have.
Why these are important.
Right. We are under critical need right now for actually 3 blood types, O positive, O negative, and A negative.
Okay.
So I'm just shouting from the mountaintops that we are in dire need of all 3 blood types. Now, keep in mind, we service 21 counties in West Tennessee. We don't go into Shelby or Tipton, so the need could be great because of a particular serious trauma in a particular county that we service. Of course, our number one partner at Lifeline is Jackson Madison County General Hospital, and they have the greatest they have the greatest supply from Lifeline from us. So
why is O positive blood so important?
Right. Well, O positive is the most common blood type. 38% of the U.S. population has O positive blood. So they're not compatible to all types, but they're compatible to all positive blood types.
Okay.
So say, for instance, I'm A positive, so I could receive this blood type. It's I can receive it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Is it the same with O negative then?
Yeah, O negative is like the most common blood type, and it's a universal.
It's the universal donor, right. So if there is a need, a trauma emergency situation where we don't know the blood type of that patient, or even a newborn, you don't know the blood type yet, that recipient is always going to receive O negative. So it is well used and used often. So we are always trying to grow our donor base and to really keep those two blood types on a quick 8-week commitment cycle with us.
And then A negative is the rarest of the
It is kind of
three.
rare. That's right. You know, only 6.6% of the population has A negative. So we are in search of A negative donors right now as well. But you can most likely always hear me talk about O positive and O negative, where you're like, oh, Melinda, I'm blue in the face. You were always talking about those two blood types. So this time I am looping in A negative into that critical need. So donors can check out our mobile blood drive calendar on lifelinebloodserve.org, or they can donate at our Jackson Center, or if you're a little bit out of town and you're closer to Dyer County, you can donate at our Dyersburg Center.
Okay.
And even if you don't know your blood type, you can still donate blood.
Oh,
You just-
absolutely. And I think it's always really neat. Those that don't know their blood type, they're like, how do I find out? And
Right.
just come on in and donate.
It's like, come in, let me tell you.
That's right. It'll only take a little while,
That's
but
it.
you know, a few days, a week, whatever it may be. And I think that's always interesting to know. And then it's just a really great goodwill feeling to know who all you can help with your blood type, what other blood types receive your blood. And it's just really neat to know, because every 2 seconds, someone in the United States needs a blood transfusion. So we're always asking for blood donations.
And speaking of donations, you have a blood drive coming up in
We
March.
do.
And it's themed, of course.
It is themed. We love a good theme. March 16th is our St. Patrick's Day blood drive. So we ask our blood donors to be our lucky charms and donate from 9 to 6 on Thursday the 16th. And all donors receive a T-shirt and a free food coupon to use at Mulligan's.
Okay.
So that you'll get a free delicious lunch to enjoy as a small token of our great gratitude. And that's March 16th.
And that's at the Blood Center at Sterling Farms Drive, right?
You're right. You're right. We're in North Jackson, just right down the street from Jackson Clinic. If you've never been to our center, and so we look forward to having a big crowd.
Okay.
And you can also donate not just blood, but you can donate your platelets, right?
Right. You can donate your platelets, which is a little bit more of a time commitment, but we're always looking to grow our platelet donor family. Our chemo patients are our #1 patient to receive that type of transfusion, the platelets. And I'm a platelet donor myself because I'm an A positive blood type. So my blood type is much more helpful to be a platelet donor. And of course, plasma as well. So.
Right. All right.
The center here in Jackson is open from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., 6 days a week still.
You got it.
All right,
That's
Monday
right.
through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday.
So check the blood drive calendar there at lifelinebloodserve.com, or you can go to the center any 6 days a week.
6 days a week, no appointment necessary. And if you want to know more about being a donor, or if you want to become a plasma or platelet donor, just give us a call. Those do require an appointment, so we can tell you more about that if you'd like.
Good to see you.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Melinda.
thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Melinda with Lifeline Blood Services. We'll shift gears. We got more coming on this Six in the City.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill bounce, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus Broadband Fiber Network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Welcome back to 6 in the City. Joseph Ross is with us. We're going to talk about Leadership Jackson. He works with the Bank of Jackson, and we're getting caught up on the Orwell Road location. Water damage out there, building gutted. And so who's there?
Me and just about 3 other people are there right now.
So the teller windows are open?
Teller windows open through their drive-through right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Everyone else is over at our Carriage House location.
Okay, so they're stacked up like planes over LaGuardia there on Carriage House.
Absolutely.
Okay, that is good. And you'll be back, you don't know when yet, right?
Don't know when for sure. Hopefully a couple months.
Okay.
I hope.
Put pressure on them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we know about that water damage. We got our Senior Vice President Water coming up. We'll remind him of that.
I don't think he'll need to be reminded.
No, and he's not going to take responsibility for it either.
No.
So the water was good. I
That's
can't direct where it goes.
Wasn't the water's fault.
Well, let's talk about Leadership Jackson.
Sure.
And where are we? Fuller,
Yeah.
you're the head of the Alumni Association or whatever.
What exactly is, a lot of people talk about LJ or Leadership Jackson. What is Leadership Jackson?
Well, Leadership Jackson is a leadership development program of the Greater Jackson Chamber. It was created in 1979 by a group of local leaders who wanted to be intentional and proactive about creating informed and engaged leaders for the future of Jackson and Madison County.
Okay, and it's like a 13-week program, right?
Yes.
So in order to get into the program, you have to actually apply to be in the program, or you have to be nominated.
You have to be nominated, is
and
correct.
then you go through an interview process, right?
Yes. And nominations usually begin in May. You have to be nominated by the decision maker at your employer, or if you're a small business owner yourself, or the owner of the business, then you can self-nominate.
Okay, well, good. That means I can't nominate you, so you won't have to go through
Well, that
COPE.
explains why I didn't ever get
Well, that
nominated.
means you won't have to go through COPE.
And I know it. Well, then when I found out they have the co-prop, I said, well, I'm not going anyways.
We have to be
If elected, I will not serve.
Exactly.
Right. If nominated, I will not accept, and if elected, I will not serve. I did that co-prop one time, and I haven't been back to Camp McMorris since. In fact, I don't think I've been back to Benton County since.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, if everybody was agile like you, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
I could tell some stories about Cassandra and Co. That'll be for another time.
She's pretty. She shows off.
She does.
She does. Yeah. All right. So Leadership Jack, the Alumni Association, and you've been president of that. The Alumni Association stays active.
Yes, we try our best to stay active. Service opportunities in the community, volunteer opportunities. So I will put that out there. Anyone who has any opportunities for things that we could be involved with, reach out to Lauren Saliba at the Chamber, and we'll take a look at it.
Program was going so well for Leadership Jackson. For these are business professionals that decided to do something for students, right?
Yes.
And so Leadership University was born.
Leadership University was born in 1999. It was born to focus, like you said, on the leadership development of our local youth.
Of young people, right?
Young
so
people.
How do they get involved in this, or what happens in this?
Well, our young people, high school juniors, are going into their junior year of Madison County, public, private, or homeschool, can all apply. It's open to all of them. It's an application process and an interview process. And we choose 40 students a year to go through the program. It's very similar to Leadership Jackson. Instead of meeting weekly, they meet monthly essentially from July through April. And it's pretty much the same.
So when is that done?
The application process, they're open now.
Right now. It's open now.
Open now through March 31st.
And that'll be for the next academic year?
For the next academic year, yes. If they're going into their junior year next year.
So if you're a sophomore going into junior, you need to apply? Okay.
Yes. And
how do you do that?
They can do that by contacting their school guidance counselor, or they can visit our website at leadershipjackson.com to get the application there as well.
All right.
Lots of information.
And that deadline is?
The deadline's March 31st.
March 31st, right around the corner.
So you got a little bit of time.
A little bit of time.
Okay. But go ahead and be thinking about that and get that in.
It's a great opportunity.
So you accept 40, you accept 40.
We accept 40. We usually have around 80 to 90 applications, so it's a very hard decision to choose the 40.
I would think.
And Leadership University also is served by a board, and Joseph has served on that board in many capacities.
So let's get that done now, because that can be an important change.
Yes, it's very important.
Yeah, I was on the screening committee one year for the early college high. I met with students and parents and all that stuff. I told them at the end, I said, I want every one of the people I interviewed to be admitted to this school.
Yes.
They probably didn't like you then, did they?
No, well, I said, you need to recommend.
choose.
I recommend them all.
Yes, we definitely have a lot of impressive young people in Jackson and Madison County for sure.
It's good to see you.
It is.
You too.
Good luck on the transition out there, and appreciate you being with us in Leadership Jackson. Of course, Fuller continues to be actively involved in that as well. It's good to see you.
Sure do.
We're going to go to the main stage. We're glad to have this man back with us. He performs all over the world, has been a distinctive performing and recording history and everything else. This is Andy Avery. Andy?
Donating blood is safe, easy, and in less than an hour, you can save up to 3 lives. If you've donated with us before, thank you. We can't wait to see you again. If you've never donated before, now is the time. Give blood at Lifeline Blood Services today.
System Operational Achievement Recognition, the SOAR Award, is the American Public Gas Association's recognition for excellence in a natural gas utility. The award covers employee safety, system improvement, system integrity, workforce development. There are over 700 APGA members. In 2022, 14 of those systems received a SOAR Award. But the top-level gold SOAR Award, only one system, the Natural Gas Division of the Jackson Energy Authority. Being an industry leader is all a part of JEA today.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood. Lifeline Blood Services provides blood to 17 hospitals and 12 AirVac services in 20 counties. To make your donation, you can come to one of our 2 locations today.
Steve Riper is with us. He is the Senior Vice President of Water Division here at the Jackson Energy Authority. We fuss when electricity goes out and everything else. We forget you can do without electricity for a while. You can't do without water.
That's right. Clean water at that.
Clean water, yeah. If we had to go to the river to get water,
That'd be
it wouldn't bode well for us.
Not be a good thing.
Not anymore. And so Steve is head of he argues, the most essential division in this city. And in many ways it is. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Glad
good to have
be
you
here with you.
All right, well, I said when you get inspected, people that are here to inspect you are there to find things that need to be corrected. That's
Right.
That's what they're here to do, like auditors. When they come looking, they
expect
it to balance out to the penny. I don't know what's wrong with them. They don't deal in round numbers.
That's right.
The Jackson Energy Authority water system, you go through inspection how often?
This is about every 2 years.
Every 2 years. And it's done by?
It's done by the Tennessee Environment and Conservation Group, particularly the Division of Water Resources, because this is about water and compliance on our plants.
Okay. And this is an extensive system. You go from pulling it out of the ground to distributing it. And so it's a huge thing that's involved here, and millions of gallons of water.
We're very blessed to have that groundwater source.
That's true.
We
really
that
are.
is true.
All right, so you've gone three consecutive times now. You've gone through inspection by the state of Tennessee, and the score is perfect.
The score is perfect. It's actually a numeric score of 599.
Okay.
And you hope to achieve 599 out of 599,
yeah.
which gives you a 100% score. And we've had that for the last 3 year or 6 year, every 2 years.
Three consecutive
so we've achieved
surveys.
that. Yeah, it's a milestone to get that repeatedly, because the state, for compliance purposes, to deliver safe drinking water, we've got to measure up and pass a comprehensive exam of our water system every 2 years.
And there are particulars that are involved in this that are based on the EPA, right?
That's right. That's right. It's really an EPA ruled down to the local area and the state, and even our West Tennessee and down to Madison County, and what we do in the county to supply safe water.
And it's a pretty lengthy survey, right? They're here for a couple of days inspecting.
They're here for usually 2 to 3 days, maybe 4. This can take up to a full week by the time they review records that we have to support and submit for their review too.
Because they're taking a look at every aspect of the operations,
Absolutely,
right?
they are. It hits there are about 8 different categories, and I won't go through all 8 unless you guys want me to. But the source water, which is the groundwater we've already talked about, the treatment facilities, the plant where we actually treat the raw water coming to us from the source, and then the distribution system, how we get it out to you and I as consumers.
How many miles of pipe does that involve, Steve?
Well, at last count, it was well over 900 miles.
Of water pipe.
Yeah, I've seen it grow over 35, 40 years.
I mean,
I bet.
you know, we take it for granted. We just turn on the faucet and we
Right.
expect it to be. They don't really think about it anymore. I mean,
Right.
you know.
And if this is the only place we've ever lived, you know, you don't have a great appreciation for clean, great tasting tap water.
Yeah, we get a big advantage with the groundwater source because it's a sand filtered thing naturally. And we look for regulatory things in the monitoring, the sampling, the analytical analysis through our labs. We also do an independent lab test out from our lab just to ensure it's of the highest quality to deliver safe drinking water. It's a big concern.
How many gallons are we talking about per day?
Well, let me go. Annually, it's over 4 billion gallons a year. But we have a north plant and a south plant, and the north plant's about 10 million gallons a day. The south plant's anywhere from 2 to 4 million gallons a day. And then we have the Mercer plant, water plant, that's kind of on an island a little bit out in Mercer, Tennessee.
Right.
One of the oldest areas in our community, and we have a small filter plant there as well.
So it includes, this perfect score includes Mercer as
It
well?
absolutely does, every time.
Okay, wow.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't get off here. You guys don't let me get away from here without saying thank you to a great staff of plant operators that are certified and licensed according to the state standards, and a maintenance team that's just over the top.
I don't think people realize just how much goes behind
There's
the
a
water
lot.
operations and water treatment in order to go from groundwater to get to the tap.
Yeah, these folks really care about what they're doing, and they believe in it, and just can't say enough kudos to those guys and gals that are making this happen.
And see what a dramatic change it is. My father, there were 10 kids in that family that lived to be adults, and he was fussing at my grandmother years and years later because he was the one she always sent to the river to get water every morning, to bring it, which is a heavy thing to do.
Wow.
And he finally asked my grandmother, he said, why did you always send me to get the water? She said, well, I could always count on you, which he thought she was just picking on him. He was kind of ticked about it, and so 40 years later he asked, right?
Yeah.
But it's just a reminder of how much
How
this is
things have changed.
access to
Yeah.
water and everything else. We just take it for granted.
Yeah.
Turn on a faucet, it's there. We never think about it.
Yeah.
What it takes as far as wells, supply, treatment,
Capacity, we're measured on those things, and making sure there's an adequate resource.
Well, you've got to maintain pressure for the fire hydrants.
Fire's another big part of it that often gets overlooked. The pipes
Something
and
else we take for
pressure and capacity to deliver that from our treatment plants and pumping stations really matters.
We'll talk about the fire department a little bit later and mention that, but fire trucks are useless without water.
That's right.
Right.
I mean, they've got to have that supply of water, and those fire hydrants are every 500 feet.
That's
water,
right.
Everywhere in the
with,
city.
Yeah.
water hydrant with good pressure. too.
That's right.
It's got to have a certain amount of pressure.
Those
for
are
the fire.
tested. You'll go by and see these things will be opened and the water's running up, but they're testing those and clearing those.
That's right.
All the time.
Make sure
Every
that
day
water's
somewhere.
good and fresh and flushed out, performing properly, meeting those pressures that are required.
It's an amazing thing. Let's say we take it for granted.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
We're very lucky.
Yeah, we sure are. Well, Steve, congratulations.
Yes,
Thank you.
Perfect score.
It's a great accomplishment.
It all goes to the team making this happen behind the scenes that you don't see every day.
That's a pretty high bar.
It is. I mean, third
It's like getting
consecutive time.
It's like getting a 10 in gymnastics. It's like, well, everything else is going to be disappointing, right?
Yeah.
So now a 598. Congratulations.
Well,
We're
it
proud
goes.
of the
They got to keep up their game. So
got it.
because it happens every 2 years.
Well, we
so.
count on you. We appreciate it. Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Thanks. We're going back to the main stage. It's a real delight to have this guy back with us. He
That's
performs
right.
all over the world.
He was here
and we're
with us a
glad.
couple of years ago, and now
Well,
he's
it's
back.
been longer than that, I think.
We'll just say a couple.
Well, okay. Actually,
Because then that don't
5.
make me feel so bad. It doesn't make me feel like I've gotten that much older.
5 years ago, I know it. Seemed like the week before last. He's back with us. This is Andy Avery.
You've heard a multitude of prayers on my behalf. I pray that one more's not too much to ask. I don't think I can make it by myself. It's a war that I won't win without your help. Tonight I'm as low as any man can go. Lord, I'm down and I can't fall much further. You said once upon a time you turn the water into wine. I'm on my knees begging to you, Father. Can you help me turn the wine back into water? So many times I've hurt the ones I've loved. So many times they felt like giving up. I ask you, how much more can they take? If I don't put the bottle in your hand. Lord, tonight I'm as low as any man can go. Lord, I'm down and I can't fall much further. You said once upon a time you turn the water into wine. I'm on my knees and begging to you, Father. Can you help me turn the wine back into water? Well, I shook my fist at heaven for all the hell that I've been through. I'm begging to you, Jesus, can I give my life to you? For tonight I'm as low as any man can go. Lord, I'm down and I can't fall much further. You said once upon a time you turn the water into wine. I'm on my knees and begging to you, Father. Can you help me turn the wine back into water?
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to Have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Welcome back to 6 in the City. We're finding out some new information
That's
here.
right. And can't wait to let you in on it.
Yeah, David Bryant is with us and Destiny Shaw, and they're with the Positive Living Group. They got an award show and everything else that's coming up, or a gala that's coming up, and some awards presentation. What is the Positive Living Group?
David, would you like to?
Sure, yeah. The Positive Living Group, we're a therapeutic counseling clinic here in Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay.
I've been around here for about 4 years now, so we just counsel really just ages 2 on up and all kinds of different issues that we do.
Your clients are referred to you how? Or they
different
can
sources.
Walk in?
That we have walk-ins. We have different sources, other clinics in town that don't offer counseling services that run into these types of problems or, these types of issues, anxiety, just stress, PTSD. We see a lot of that kind of stuff nowadays too. But just, anybody that might need some services.
How did it get started? I mean, there are other counseling services out there, obviously.
Sure. Tawana Miller is our executive clinical director, and her and one of her business partner, Ray Watt, they started it up. It was something that they felt there was a need for in Jackson. We do have other clinics in Jackson, but this was something that Tawana Miller, she's been in the field for, gosh, I don't know, 25, 30 years, I want to say, but I don't want to. Sorry about that, Tawana.
She was just a youngster when she started, right?
But she's very well respected in the community, been around in this community for a long time, graduated from Union University, just a phenomenal clinician.
Well, obviously, it's definite need if you guys are still around after 4 years. 4 years. So. Definite need. And because of that need, you got to raise some funds, right?
We do, yes. That brings us to why we're here. This year, on March 4th, we're going to be having our 3rd Giraffe Awards. And luckily this year, our 3rd year, we are looping that in as a charity event gala. Okay. And we have sold all of our tickets. We are a sold-out event.
Oh, wow.
And we are very proud, as being our first year as the charity event gala. We have over 450 people that will be in attendance in Jackson.
Yeah, where's it?
It will be at Picture Perfect Events off of North Highland. It is a newer small business. So we wanted
Picture Perfect Events.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And we are honoring over 33 community heroes, and that reaches over into DCS workers, police officers, anyone that's in mental health care, behavioral health care. We have pastors who mentor a lot of people that have mentor programs, and people that keep Jackson afloat in those ways.
And these are the Giraffe Awards, right?
Yes.
And they're so named because
they stick their neck out for others. But yes, we really wanted to honor those people that go past those 40 hours in their week, and they kind of made it a life mission instead of a job to give back to Jackson and build it up. And a lot of people are from Jackson. They've been here their whole lives, and they've dedicated their lives to making Jackson a better
Is this
place.
within Jackson or West Tennessee?
It is. We say it's for West Tennessee because, we have some surrounding counties, people from Brownsville being recognized and things like that. But yes, this is Jackson.
Primarily
event.
Jackson?
Yes.
How did the 33, how do you, you could do 5 or 25 or
yes,
98?
There's
a significance behind that number, maybe?
Well, we have a mental health advisory board that helps us over there. Great group of people. They're also built off of the community, and they enter nominations. Because we have so many people from the community, those nominations cover a vast majority. We have over 40 people on our mental health advisory board.
Oh, wow.
So we got to those 33. There was more than that, but that's what we, could get in this year of everyone that we have. And I was going to say the Mental Health Advisory Board were the main people, that nominated, and we went through and combed through everyone and why they think they deserved it and what they've done for Jackson. And I can say that we have 33 really great people.
Awesome. Well, the tickets are sold out.
If you sold over 400 tickets,
you could people can still help by. You guys are.
We're doing
tickets,
we're doing our drawing.
Yes.
It is sponsored by the Student Awards Center, and they are helping us by sponsoring that for us. And David can tell you a lot more about that. He's been heading that project.
Sure, yeah, it's we're doing a drawing. It's a live drawing. It'll be on March 4th. You do not need to be present to win. If anybody would like to purchase tickets to that, you can call the Positive Living Group at area code 731-736-4400. Grand prize $3,500, $1,250, $600, and $300 all the way down.
736-4400. Yeah. How do people find out about you? Or you got websites, Facebook?
Absolutely, thepositiveliving.com. We also have a Facebook page and Instagram. We do the social media. So yeah, look us up, and if you've got any questions about that, you can get our contact information from there and give us a call from there.
Okay. It's good to have you here.
Congratulations on a sold-out gala already.
Yeah.
It's not
sold
even here
out.
yet.
Usually people trying to help get tickets sold. They sold.
I know, right?
I guess you can go ahead and get tickets for next year.
That's we'll just put it on your calendar for next year.
Go ahead and put it somewhere in March.
That's right.
The
to call
Positive Living
early.
Group.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
We appreciate it very, very much. We're going to talk about downtown when we come back as we continue this Six in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
For 9 years, the READ team has helped over 2,200 second graders read better through coaching and friendships. Students have increased their word recognition by as much as 300%. Reading on grade level opens the door for Google searches, driver's licenses, and career opportunities. Invest 1 hour a week to give our second graders every chance to read on grade level. Go to thereadteam.org to sign up. The READ Team, changing our community one word at a time. In partnership with JMCSS, Leaders Education Foundation, and United Way of West Tennessee. But you already knew that because you can read.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Beth Ann Simpson is with us, and she is everything downtown.
That's right.
Jackson, Tennessee. How are you doing?
Good.
How's your work going, by the way?
It's going well.
Is it what you were expecting? Are you all right?
It is.
Okay, good.
It's been a learning curve, but it's fun to be a part of downtown right now.
Downtown Development
Downtown
Corporation.
is growing.
Jackson Main Street. And so we hear rumors of all kinds of activity. We see evidences of some.
Some construction.
Yeah, the construction with the Starbucks.
Starbucks,
is finally there and all that. So what is going on downtown?
Right. I wanted to give some updates about what's happening for the rest of this month. So if you haven't seen that City Hall is doing Black History Month events on Fridays at 3:30.
3:30, yeah, those.
They've been really moving, like a moving series that I just feel like people need to go and experience. And this last one is Friday, the 24th at 3:30 in City Hall. And the feature is Mona Lisa Linear Dance Studio and the Hub City Mass Choir.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It should be
It'll
really
be a good one. I hear it's going to be a good closing of the event.
So that's 3:30 this coming Friday.
Right.
At City Hall, the 24th.
Yeah. I also wanted to highlight several, we're now that downtown's an arts district, a lot of this stuff is just happening organically, and it's just exciting to see. So you can see at the Ned and Havner's Frame Shop, there's several student art shows currently. There's Lane and Union students art in the Ned, and then another Union student at the Havner's Frame Shop.
Okay.
And they run through the end of February. And I just encourage people to come downtown and check out those art galleries, go grab lunch or dinner downtown, and make a day of it.
Are they rotating those monthly? Is that what
they
do?
are. Mm-hmm.
So Havner's and the Ned.
They are.
So what are the hours there at the Ned that you can go in and see?
I don't know.
We can go to the website.
Go to the website.
But at least Monday through Friday, pretty much business hours. Monday through Friday.
And even I know Havner's is even open on Saturdays for you to view their gallery. So
and
I would
anytime you can go through the gallery, anytime I guess there's a performance at the Ned, right?
That's right. And then you can also, whether you go to their individual websites or go to downtownjacksontn.com, and we have an events calendar. So anything that's happening downtown is on our events calendar. And then I wanted to highlight what the Jackson Arts Council has put together, which will start next Friday, March the 3rd. They're doing a First Friday art walk, and it'll happen every first Friday of the month from March until November.
Okay.
And artists are going to be popped up in different businesses downtown.
Okay.
And they'll be selling their art, promoting artists. There'll be some musicians popped up. And it's really just to encourage, one, to support the local arts, but also the walkability of downtown. So we're excited.
Is it done like at lunch? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 3 to 6 p.m.
3 to 6.
And it starts next Friday.
Okay.
And we just wanted to, promote what Jackson Arts Council has put together.
And will there be like a map of these artists?
There is.
Okay.
And if you'll follow either, it's on our page as well as Jackson Arts Council. They have a map showing you all the businesses, and you can park and walk and go support the local arts and downtown.
How many will be
something
included?
to eat, right?
Absolutely. Make a night of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
How many will be featured each week?
I know that there's like 6 or 7 businesses participating, and they might add to that as this goes. But it's exciting to
Will
have
it be
this
the
going
same
on.
business every week?
That I know for now it is, but
Yes,
she might
okay.
add to
They
them.
may add to it.
Lizzie Emmons is responsible for
Yeah.
this, and she's done a wonderful job.
She's trying to keep all the rest of us busy.
That's right. That's right. Well, we want you to make a day out of it. Come downtown, participate in these events that, whether it's arts and culture, music downtown, come eat, come shop. Yeah.
Plenty of things going on.
Yes.
All right, now the Starbucks is underway.
It is.
Right, okay. So that's being done. Is there anything else new coming up downtown?
There might be some restaurants coming in the next few months. Those
Okay.
are.
I did notice the banner on the side of the building. Of
That's right. On the old city court building.
Avocado or something.
That's right. And so I think now that there's a sign there, we can talk about it. But it's a
Okay.
Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's going to where City Court was?
City Court.
Yes.
Okay, which is on Lafayette?
The corner
Main?
of
Main.
Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Main.
Lafayette.
Lafayette.
Yeah.
Lafayette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I think there'll be some other restaurants popping up, and there's also that Jackson Kitchen and Catering that'll be opening, and there'll be kind of a dine-in option there as well.
Where is
so
that going to be opening?
that's on Lafayette too. It's where the old Baker's Rack was.
Baker's Rack.
Mhm.
Okay, well,
Okay.
good to see something coming back into
Yeah.
the Baker's Rack.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, of course, there's always those shops at the local.
There is.
right?
Yep. You've got Lamont's Kitchen, Hello Annie, the 906, and the farmers market will be back up and going in the season of May through the summer, and so we encourage people to make a day of that. Go to the farmers market,
Yeah,
support the local, and
All right, all this stuff's going on.
yeah.
I know the Baker Brothers is doing a new pinball center starting
Yeah,
tonight.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
There's
so-
trivia, I think, at Hub City Brewing tonight. So there's plenty going on. You
plenty
just
going
gotta,
on.
You just got to be there.
be
Community
there.
Cafe, and of course the
That's
coffee
right.
shop there, right there
Turntable
on
and
East
Light
Main.
Trap Books. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of exciting places to be downtown.
That's exactly right.
You walked into this at a pretty good time.
I
Beth Ann.
did.
Beth Ann looks around 6 months and says, before I got there,
I don't know about that.
nothing was happening. And voila. Voila.
It's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Beth Ann, we look forward to seeing you on a regular
Yes.
basis here.
Thanks
we
for having
appreciate
me.
it.
Thanks so
Thanks
much
for
for
very
being here.
We're going to go back to the main stage. Once again, this man performs all over the world. We're delighted to have him back with us on 6 in the City. This is Andy Avery.
Bus a flat in Baton Rouge, headed for a train, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed the diesel down just before it rained, took us all the way to New Orleans. Then I pulled my old harpoon out of my dirty red bandana. I was feeling sad while Bobby sang the blues. Those windshield wipers slapping times and Bobby holding hands with finally sing up every song that driver knew. Yeah, freedom just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing left, it ain't free. Yeah, feeling good was good enough for Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. From the coal mines of Kentucky to the California sun, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. She was standing right beside me, Lord, for everything I'd done. Every night she kept me from the cold. And then somewhere near Selena's, Lord, I let her slip away. She was looking for that home, and I hope she finds it. There I trade on my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Yeah, freedom, just another word for nothing left to lose. nothing, baby, it ain't free. Yeah, feeling good was good enough, Lord. Baba sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me, Bobby McGee. La 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 Bobby McGee, yeah. La 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 la. I said, hey, 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 Bobby McGee, yeah. Yeah, freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, baby, it ain't free. Yeah, feeling good was good enough, Lord. Baba sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee.
It stands out in the landscape. It's the newest and largest water tank in the JEA system. Located northeast of McKellar-Sipes Airport, it holds 2.5 million gallons of water. Construction costs just shy of $4 million. But it will supply water and the water pressure necessary to sustain fire hydrants in an expanding industrial and commercial area of Jackson. Meeting needs and building for the future, all a part of JEA today.
From time to time, life may throw us a curveball. Even with the best of efforts, maintaining the essentials like utilities can be difficult. With UtiliCare, you can make a donation to help provide utility assistance to families right here in Jackson. Your contribution makes a difference for those families struggling to pay utility bills. Go online to learn more or donate. jaxenergy.com/UtiliCare.
LaShaw Reed is with us, and it's Goodness and Mercy. And they're working in an area of child abuse. They're working out of the Humboldt location, what had been Jackson General. Is that right? The Humboldt location, right?
Yes, it's in Humboldt, yes.
Yeah, all right. So, we have a child abuse center here that's pretty well publicized. So what are you doing differently, and what is this initiative?
What we're doing differently, we're considered as a orphanage.
Okay.
The modern day term now is a residential home.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is house the kids who have been misplaced from their homes.
Okay. These are foster
homes. We're working with DCS.
Okay.
Under
so you're taking
contract.
foster children, okay.
Yes. And so we'll take them in until they're reunited with their families, adopted, or till they age out of the system.
What ages are you taking in?
For right now, we're taking ages from 0 to 13.
0 to 13.
Okay.
And they age out at 18, is it?
Yes. Which we will have another home in place for when they turn 13, they can go to another, where teenagers are.
Okay.
Another home.
Right. Okay. So, and this is being done in Humboldt. Is your
Yes.
Now, you can find out more at goodnessandmercy.com, right?
Goodnessandmercycc.org.
cc.org.
Goodnessandmercycc.org.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so you hope to get started?
We hope to get started in May.
Okay.
We're having a gala March the 25th to raise funds. You have to raise funds to show that you are able to take care of the kids for 60 days.
Okay.
Oh, for 60 days. Okay.
Yes. And then the state will come in and give you a contract.
Okay. All right. So so tell us about the gala.
The gala is on March the 25th. We're bringing in a singer that was on America's Got Talent. Her name is Callie Day.
Okay.
She has over 24 million views on YouTube.
Okay.
She's an awesome singer. She confirmed yesterday that she's coming. We're going to have a silent auction. We're going to have dancing. And we're going to tell everyone what Goodness and Mercy is all about that night.
It's coming up the 25th. It'll be held where?
Yeah.
At the center at the Humboldt Hospital.
Okay.
Center at the Humboldt Hospital.
That's where I got the Humboldt Hospital in.
Yes.
It's the center, not the location, but the center.
And we can get tickets. Tickets are how much for the
Tickets
event?
are, early bird tickets are $60.
Okay.
After March the 1st, they go up to $75.
And we can get tickets how?
On Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
Yes.
So we just look for Goodness and Mercy Spring Gala?
Spring Gala.
Okay.
Spring Gala on Eventbrite. Okay. All right, this will provide some of the initial foundation funding then. How did you decide to get started in this?
Okay, so I grew up with severe child abuse myself.
Okay.
So around that time, I used to always have dreams of opening up an orphanage. And so from age 5 to 12, I was abused. So 2021, I started working on that vision and started putting it together. It's like putting together a school with all the paperwork.
I bet.
I would think we start talking about housing children. That,
yeah.
You know, how many regulators you want in your life?
Yeah, I know, right?
You start talking about housing children.
How much paperwork you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where my heart is. My heart is for the children.
Now, how many children will you be able to house?
The first home we'll be able to house 8 girls.
8 girls, okay.
Yes, and we would need a home for boys. So if anyone wants to donate a home, they can.
Looking for that as well.
All right, so the best way to contact you then, as far as how?
You can contact me by my email address, administration@goodnessandmercycc.net,
Okay.
or our website at www.goodnessandmercycc.org.
Okay. cc.org. Okay.
And if people want to make a donation to Goodness and Mercy to help with this, how do they go about doing that?
They can write a check to Leaders Credit Union. We have an account with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you made this turn in 2021 where you say, okay, I need to do something about this. Okay.
I took a break last year because my mother had passed away, so I needed time to heal from that, but I'm ready.
Ready.
Okay.
All right. We'll look forward to
good.
hearing about the spring
Well, it's an
Gala.
interesting history, and then, like I said, it's you know, it's a challenging area.
Yeah.
But obviously a needed one.
It
is.
Right, right.
So these children are coming out of foster care through the state of Tennessee.
Yes.
Okay. And you're looking to provide them a home, transitional home, or
Yes.
a permanent home.
Yes, a permanent
Okay.
home.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. So now you know.
That's it.
25th of March is the date, and it's goodnessandmercycc.org. Goodnessandmercycc.org.
That's right.
Good to have you with us.
Well, thank you.
Yes,
Continue
good to have
best.
you,
I want
yes.
to follow up on this and see how this
You can
goes.
get your tickets at Eventbrite.
Right now, we'll be back with more Six in the City.
Hey, have you heard about 4 Minute City? Do you know what it is?
Our city has over 100 sudden cardiac arrests every year.
That's why the 4 Minute City program was created.
By placing easy-to-use defibrillators in homes and businesses throughout Jackson, we can save lives.
This is not some hypothetical. This is real.
But it's up to us. Want to do something good?
Come on, Jackson. Get involved.
You just might save my life.
And I might save yours.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
It seems like over the last few weeks that every week we're talking about somebody that we've lost that has been important to us.
That's
Reed Parker,
right.
we were talking about last week, Tom
Right.
Hensley, some others. Former State Senator Joe Nip McKnight died this week. Visitation is going to be Wednesday from 4 until 6 at Smith Brothers North. And then the funeral is going to be Thursday. There will be a visitation at 1 and the funeral service at 2 at the First United Methodist Church. But Nip McKnight, of state senator for multiple terms, and then he and Bobby Carter, I think, ran against each other, I don't know how many times. It's just a part of our history.
That's right.
That we have lost, and somebody that was very distinctive, very special in this neighborhood. And then we got a transition coming up next week. Got a note from the city. And Darrell Samuels is retiring as the fire chief in this city, and there's going to be a special reception for him. It's coming up next Tuesday, the 28th, from 2 until 4 at the Carl Perkins Civic Center.
And who's going to take his position?
And our friend Don Friddle. He was on here years ago with the county and talked about when they started doing the fireworks show out there. And Don Friddle is going to become the new fire chief in Jackson. And that transition is coming up next Wednesday, March 1st at 11 a.m. at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. We'll mention that again next week. But congratulations to Chief Samuels for his service and retirement. Right. And congratulations to Don Friddle. You know, you asked for it, you got it.
That's it.
You're fire chief coming up in the city of Jackson.
Going from county to city.
Are we running anywhere this week?
Not this week, but next week we're running. It's the second.
I have started using my walking shoes.
But are you wearing them? And
yeah. I'm actually walking.
Okay.
It's a short distance, but I am walking.
Little movement matters.
Yeah. So I've gotten started anyway.
But yeah, next weekend is the second race in the Roadrunners Race Series. It's at Natchez Trace, and it's a 5-miler. So that's coming.
When y'all get ready to do a run to the end of the street and back, I think I'll be ready.
Okay. Hey, we'll sign you up.
Quarter mile, half mile.
That's right.
I don't know what that is.
Walk, run, or crawl. Hey, whatever you can do, we'll sign you up.
I want to thank all of our guests for being with us today. It's always interesting to see what's going on.
So much stuff. I'm so excited about the new restaurant coming into downtown.
Yeah, downtown and all this.
Of course, Starbucks is going there. It's just downtown's just busy as a bee.
Yeah, real special to have Andy Avery with us. And Andy, it's good to have you back. And so, are you back into performing now all the time, or?
Yes, sir. I'm traveling full time.
Okay, well, great.
Back full time. Well, it's good to have you back.
We're glad to have you back with us. Thank everybody for being with us, and we look forward next week to having you back for more Six in the City. But we're going back to the main stage. We're thrilled to have him with us, and glad he's spending time right here with us in Jackson, Tennessee. And this is Andy Avery.
See you.
Oh, pick me up on your way down when you're blue and all alone. When that glamour starts to bore you, come on back where you belong. You were mine for just a while. Now you're putting on the style. When they toss you to the ground, pick me up on your way down. Well, you have changed your attitude, made you gaudy and so rude. When they toss you to the ground, pick me up on your way down. Oh, pick me up on your way down when you're blue and all alone. When that glamour starts to bore you, come on back where you belong. You may be their pride and joy, but they'll find another toy when they toss you to the ground. Pick me up on your way down. Oh, pick me up on your way down when you're blue and all alone. When that glamour starts to bore you, come on back where you belong. You may be their pride and joy, but they'll find another toy when they toss you to the ground. Pick me up on your way down. Well, you may be their pride and joy, but they'll find another toy when that glamour starts to bore you. Come on back where you belong. You have changed your attitude, made you gaudy and so rude. When they toss you to the ground, pick me up on your way down. Oh, pick me up on your way down when you're blue and all alone. When that glamour starts to bore you, come on back where you belong. You may be their pride and joy, but they'll find another toy when they toss you to the ground. Pick me up on your way down. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. Come on, y'all. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.